let's make a shirt out of materials from my house. Scissors, fabric glue, Markiplier. Okay, let's go. Come on, what are we doing? Let's go. So I don't really know what inspired me to make this video. I just was bored and I wanted to make a shirt because I've just had this shirt rotting in my drawer for days, years. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna make this cool and I'm gonna make this so I'll actually wear it. So this is what this is. I'm referencing it off of the band The Dead Milkmen, and it's gonna say I Heart Punk Rock Girls because one of my favorite songs by them is Punk Rock Girl. I know all the words to that song. I love that song so much. So that's just what I'm gonna do, and this is what this is. So I'm just gonna voice it over. I'm sorry if I'm awkward. This is like my second time voicing a video over, so bear with me, please. I am very awkward, and yeah, just bear with me. Sorry, guys. So firstly, I just took an old t-shirt my brother gave me, and I started just tracing out the words. What I did to make this easier was instead of writing words letters I needed duplicate of, I just made one because it's a shirt, so there's extra fabric underneath, so I could cut it out and it would just automatically make two. So if you ever need to make letters for a shirt with fabric, just do that. It's so much easier. Like, it saved me so much time. What I'm doing is, first, I'm gonna cut out the letters I need double of because I'm just gonna, obviously it's on a shirt, so there's more fabric underneath, and then I'm gonna make doubles of them. That's why I didn't write the whole word out, because I'm lazy. Okay, I forgot I said that, and I just repeated it in the voiceover. So you just got a clearer definition, so good for you, honestly. Here's ASMR. Eye. 2 eyes. Look. Yay. So convenient. So easy. Yeah, so this is just me cutting out the shirt and the letters. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm restarting this. Ahem, ignore that. So anyway, I don't really know what I'm gonna explain to you in this video. I think I'm just gonna explain the process of how I made the shirt and how long it took me and what I did and what materials I used. Just let me know if you enjoyed this video because it took me a good portion of time to edit this, but if you guys like it, I'll do more because I don't mind. I had a fun time recording this and making the shirt even though my back was killing me. This next section is just me explaining how to cut out an O. I don't know why I did this, okay? I'm so sorry. A good way to cut holes in your circles are to fold your piece of fabric in half like this, and then to just cut a semicircle out, and then you get the product without half the work. And you can also clean up the sides of your circles if you do this. Obviously your O's won't be even because you're human, hopefully. I don't know what I meant by that, but so you can fold it in half and clean up the edges like this, and then you just clean up the sides. I'm not going to do that because I think it's fine the way it is, but bam, you have your O now. I know this has to do with nothing I said earlier, but while editing this, I had to cut out so many pauses. I just can't speak. I just stood there and paused for 3 seconds before I continued my sentence. It was so awkward, and I wonder if I'd talk like that in real life, because I was so then I did this, and it was really cool and interesting. Just talk. Please, just talk. I think I'm just awkward and camera shy, because most of the time I don't really know what to say. I just take stuff from the top of my head, and see, I just pause there too. I just take stuff off the top of my head, and I have a hard time talking to people, so little get to know me right there, sorry. Yeah, well, also while I was editing this video, I had to sit through so much Markiplier footage because I watched Markiplier the whole time while I made this, and the whole time, I had to cut out all of the volume, practically all the volume, and a lot of the parts where I was actually speaking, because it was just Markiplier and you couldn't hear me at all. You just heard him screaming about Subnautica or something. It was so... I wish I would just turn it down. And now I'm going to take fabric glue, I'm gonna use this one for the t-shirt, and I'm gonna glue it on. And then after I do that, I'm gonna make the holder top. And I've been recording for 23 minutes on my phone, so I hope it doesn't explode, because that would suck. The plan for this shirt is to make it a halter top, so it will have like a v-neck, but it will still have straps that will go over my shoulders. And I think I'm gonna mark that out before I put on the letters, because I'm gonna make the shirt after I have the letters glued on. Also, I need to find like a folder or something to put this under so the fabric glue doesn't seep through and stick to the other side of the shirt. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna go grab a folder or something to put the shirt, to put in between the shirt, and I'll be right back. I found my folder. I'm just using my English folder because we literally do nothing with this folder, and I don't even know why. He told us to get one because we don't use it or anything. I know what I'm using to mark out the shirt. I'm just using a white charcoal pencil to mark out where I'm gonna cut the shirt, because this just comes off in the wash. Like, you don't need a fabric marker or anything. Honestly, don't use a fabric marker because I think that would stay because it's fabric paint. So yeah, just get yourself, honestly, like a white pencil. It doesn't have to be fancy. I'm just using a charcoal pencil because it's easier, but honestly any pencil works, as long as you can see it and it's helpful. And can you hear my cat? I don't know. When I look back, I'll see if I can, but he is meowing his head off. Okay, I'm gonna get back to it. As you can see here, I'm just sketching out where I'm gonna cut the shirt. This is really helpful because it really helps me see where I should cut and where I shouldn't. Because when you go in blindly, it just makes it really hard to know if you're being even. Also, please ignore Markiplier in the next part. I don't know why I didn't pause it. Okay, so I made the outline of the shirt, and now I'm gonna put the letters. I'm gonna lay them out, and if they look good, I'll glue them on, and then I'll make the halter top, which is easy peasy. Not putting on the letters, but definitely gluing letters were the hardest part because the glue was just so frustrating to work with. I think it was partly my fault because you were supposed to cut the tip, and I think I cut too much off because it just kept flooding on the shirt, and it just kept like just going everywhere, and it was uneven. Like, it was just so difficult. But it did work well, like it did stick to the shirt. I just wish I paid a little bit more attention when I cut the tip, because it was just so annoying because it just kept going everywhere, and it was just sticky. It was sticking to my carpet. It was sticking to the shirt. It was just so frustrating. You're gonna be in my way, but it's okay. Why is it so cold? No. That Emmett. I love you, but sorry. You've already proved that you cannot be in this space. Is this one in the center? It's good for t-shirts because like you can stretch it and it won't break. So let's open that. Yay! So I have never used this brand before. I will tell you if they are of any use once I'm done gluing these together. And I hope the folder works because like the folder is like not that big, so it doesn't cover a lot of the square area, so I'm gonna have to move it, and I hope it just doesn't move. Like I said earlier, gluing this was a nightmare. I included a few clips on why, because like I said, the glue just kept flooding and going everywhere. That example wasn't that bad, but it's just really annoying in the moment because it just kept smearing out of the letters, like going outside of the lines. So I was just nervous that it was going to dry and you would be able to see the glue and it was just going to look tacky and not cute. But it did dry nicely, so luckily I didn't have to deal with that, which I'm hopeful about. But shit. This thing is leaking everywhere because it just comes out so fast. Hey, it's me 3 weeks later. I'm on summer break now. I was gonna post this video a lot earlier, but I got sick and I couldn't finish the voiceover because I sounded like a choking chicken. Yeah, basically, I just couldn't voice this over, so I didn't really work on it, and I almost forgot about it completely because I was doing a bunch of stuff, because you know how the end of the year cram works, where the teachers try to give you as many projects and as many tests as possible. So I was just dealing with that. Yeah, the rest of the shirt was pretty easy to make, I'm not gonna lie. Like, the glue was very frustrating and it kept flooding the shirt, like I said earlier. But it was pretty good glue, like, it held up. I'm kind of disappointed because the glue just kept exploding everywhere and it would leak out, and it's also all over my carpet, which is great. As you can see here, there's some spillage from where it leaked out. It happened a few times over here too and over here, but it dried, and I'm kind of satisfied with the glue because when it dries you can't see where it spilled, so that's a good thing. It's not fully dry yet though. I hope it works good. Like, I hope it seals good, because it was very hard to work with this glue because it would just keep exploding. It was very frustrating to work with. I think it was partly my fault because you're supposed to cut the tip off, and I think I cut too much off. But then again, it shouldn't have had exploded like that every time I tried to get a little bit of glue out. I did not use a lot of force. Certainly not enough for it to explode like that. So I hope that doesn't happen with the other 2 bottles that I have. And I'm gonna let this dry and clean up, and I'll get back to you when it's dry. I don't know how long it will take. Alright, the shirt has been drying for a few minutes now, maybe like 20 or 30, I lost track. So I figured I would just like record myself doing this, so you have something to look at while my shirt dries. So what I'm about to do to the shirt is the same thing I'm gonna do to the shirt that's drying right now. Alright, now here I was just getting bored and I just kept recording for the sake of recording. But when I tell you I had to cut half of this video down because my head was in the way, I had to cut half the video down. I had like a solid hour of footage. Half of that was just my head and my hair. And my hair didn't even look good because my roots weren't dyed and you can see the blonde. Yeah, so sorry for that. But honestly, who's gonna watch an hour-long video of a girl making a shirt? Who's gonna watch a 20-minute video? I'm just making this, honestly, just for the love of the game. Yeah, as you can see here, I'm just making this shirt into a halter top. I actually just got back from this concert, like, from this band, Amla and the Sniffers. I just saw them in, live. It was awesome. It was great. I wore this shirt. It was awesome. Yeah, I don't have any more to say about that because it was awesome. Yeah. Now I'm gonna lace together the shirt because I just stretched and, did everything. Now I'm gonna lace it together. I'm gonna record while I do this so people can see how you do it. I also want to apologize for how, like, unorganized this video is, kind of, because it keeps going back from me talking in the video back to the voiceover to me talking in the video back to the voiceover. That's because I really don't know what to do in the silence. Like, yeah, I could just put music, but I feel like that would get boring. And voicing over helps, like, me clarify some things that I'm doing. Like, here I'm lacing up the shirt. A lot of people were confused on how to lace up the shirt. You just lace it up like a shoe. It's really not that hard. You just lace it up like a shoe, like just a normal shoelace. It's pretty easy, and once you get the hang of it, it's like you can do this with any shirt, basically. It's really fun, and I do it all the time. Okay, so I just finished lacing up the shirt on both sides, and now I'm gonna add the threads up here to, so it doesn't just do that. The glue hasn't fully dried yet. Like, if I take you here and you can see there's still wet spots. But I think it's not like it's sliding around or anything. Also, I need to fix these because look, there's some spots where it's just not connected. I think it's dry enough to the point where it won't like slide around when I'm trying to cut the shirt. So I'm gonna do that right now. I wonder if I can. I can. Yes. I'm going to glue this. Honestly, I don't think I really needed to glue down those like extra edges because I think it gives it that more grungy look, and honestly that was kind of what I was going for because I do like that style. And I could have just made could have just cut up the shirt like right off the bat, but it still looks good. Like, I still like how the shirt looks. Here I'm just doing the same thing I did to my band shirt from like the white shirt that you just saw. Yeah, I don't really know what to talk about. I do this to basically all my shirts. Like, if I don't like a shirt or I don't wear a shirt a lot, I'll do this to it. Or I'll make a tank top, or I'll turn it into a bag, or I'll turn it into a different top. I love repurposing my old clothes. I just hate the process of it. Like, I love the outcome. I hate the process because most of the time when I do it, I sit on the floor. And if I sit on the floor for a long time, my back starts to hurt so bad. And I'm a tall girl, so it really, really sucks for me. But it's also worth it, you know? Since I cut this, there's less holes than here. So now there's like a gap here. So I think I might have to restart and go from the bottom up. That kind of sucks. I'm gonna unlace it. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna relace it, but I won't make you sit through this. Okay, so I successfully relaced it and fixed it, and now it looks all cute and stuff. And now I'm just going to cut holes here and add string so I could, you know, actually wear it. And then I'm going to add the Dead Milkmen logo down here. Let's stretch this out first because I do have space, so that's where I'm gonna put it. And I think I might put it here on the back too. Sometimes I don't mark it and I just guesstimate where the hole will be. So, and if you're wondering why I cut so low, it's because I'm afraid that this will tear. So if it's in the center, it will be less likely to tear over time because, you know, fabric is not always the strongest. Okay, I have to talk kind of fast because this clip is pretty fast. Basically here I'm just tying the string to the top of the halter top so I can, you know, actually wear it and tie it around my neck so it is a shirt. Okay, next clip. Okay, so I made the little Dead Milkmen thing. I made another one to put on the back, but this one I thought was the uglier one, so I'm just gonna put it on the back because I was thinking about it. It's probably gonna be covered by my hair anyway. People probably won't see it, but I don't care. So now I'm just gonna glue it on, and then I'm gonna be done with this shirt, which is so cool and awesome. So let's do that. I did say earlier in the video I would tell you how the glue held up. This glue worked. Like, it worked really well. I was just kind of frustrated when it kept flooding on the shirt and stuff, and it didn't show up, like, the excess glue. It didn't show up anywhere. It was fine, and especially after, like, a few washes, you can't even notice it. There's, like, random hair and pieces of, like, stray fabric on this, so please ignore that. This is the front of the shirt. I know this looks uneven, but I promise you it's not. It's centered. Yeah. Okay, let's do the back. Just give me a second. I'm sorry I put you on the floor. I just need to flip the shirt over. This is the back. There's random fur on it because of my cat, but here you go. Those little, like, wet looking smudges are because of the glue. Those will go away once the glue dries, but yeah, I'm done with this. This just needs to dry, like, see, because these spots are still wet. But once that's dry, I'm done. Yay! Thank you for embarking on this journey with me to make this shirt. Like, I was about to say you have no choice, but you did because you clicked on this video, but thank you. Thank you very much. Let me know if you want to see more long form videos. Just let me know because I had a fun time making this. So bye.